Hi, welcome to Somatic Sunday Nervous System Reset for Moms. This is going to be a weekly live practice inside this channel, Calm Mom Conversations. So, if you're a mom who feels overwhelmed, overstimulated, or just emotionally tired, this space is for you. So grab your coffee or whatever beverage you have, take a break here, and this is a safe space for you. This is your safe space. So each week, I'm going to guide you through a simple somatic technique that can calm your nervous system in real time. So you can feel steadier, calmer in you can feel more calm in your body. You can have a more clearer mind. You don't need to have experience. You don't need any equipment. You do not need a quiet home if that's not happening at the moment. You just need a few minutes to reset. And I'm going to give you tools that you'll be able to use at any time of the day. Maybe it is, uh, you know, in the morning, before you kind of start your day. Maybe it is, and I am noticing there is a huge glare. Maybe it's in the morning, before you take the kids to school, or maybe it's before you go into work. Maybe you use it, before you pick up the kids at school, because you know that once they get in the car, they're bringing all of their energy from the day and they're giving it to you. And you're going to have to figure that out and help them feel more calm. So, this is a space where we can give you simple tools to help you feel calm. The reason I have chosen to give you somatic techniques is I've been a therapist for 25 years. And I am a emotional resilience coach and a parenting guide. And I know how busy our lives can be. And we have, so many things going on. We have this forever long to-do list, and we're never taking the moment for ourselves. And I went years not realizing my nervous system was dysregulated. And so I have found techniques or tools to help you become more aware of your mind and body. These simple techniques will help, calm that nervous system in that moment. And because then when we have a more calm nervous system, it will help reduce stress. Because if we're not taking care of our nervous system, it can get dysregulated pretty quickly. If you're ever that, mom feeling tired all the time, feeling like your brain is just always going, you can't even think sometimes clearly because everything is going on, then you're most likely have a dysregulated nervous system. Maybe you have that tight muscles in your neck, or you walk around quite often with a headache. Or maybe you just feel that kind of tight feeling. Those are all symptoms that your system is dysregulated. And so these simple techniques or tools that I'm going to give to you it helps you become more aware of your own mind and body and helps reset you and brings on that calmness and can reduce the stress, which, over time, if you can start doing these a couple times a day, then you will notice a difference with your, the way you feel, just the way your body feels. After I started incorporating these techniques into my system or into my day, I no longer have headaches. I used to be a person that had headaches often, or I had that tight feeling in my shoulders. And so these techniques have helped me. And so I wanted to share them with you. So we're going to go over two different ones today. And I grabbed them from my somatic therapy exercise card deck. Now, this isn't a deck that you could probably buy on your own. Otherwise, I drop the link down below. Since I'm a therapist, I have access to certain tools that I can buy at conferences and things like that. So that's why I thought I would share some of the things that I know from, from years of experience of helping others. And I just want to be able to, help overwhelmed moms, because if I was, known more of these things when my kids were younger, I would have felt more calm and more, just present with them. So that's why I decided that I wanted to bring this, this information to you guys. And, I have other tools that have made my life simpler, things that are making them easier for me. One of the links is down in the comments below, and it's helping me, find that more financial and time freedom that I needed, and it made my life so much easier. But then if you want to, have a chat with me, and discuss more of these somatic techniques or just how you're feeling overwhelmed, grab a coffee and schedule a coffee chat with me. I would gladly have a conversation with you to talk about, just those everyday mom stressors. So let's go ahead and dive into two of the techniques that I brought out today. So the first one is called stretch and release. So it's pretty simple because stretching reduces the muscle tension, thereby reversing the cycle of tension, then tightening and pain. So stretching has been shown to increase serotonin levels, which is the hormone that helps stabilize our mood, reduce stress, and overall makes us feel good, which causes a decrease in depression and anxiety, or just that overwhelmed. So we're gonna start with this. So you're gonna start with just some deep breaths. So in and out. You can stand or sit comfortably. You're gonna again take those deep breaths, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. And we're going to start with the neck stretches. So tilting your head to the right ear toward your shoulder. And you're going to hold it for 15 to 30 seconds. Return to the center and repeat on the other side. And hold for 15 to 30 seconds. And then a shoulder stretch, which is extending your right arm across your chest and press it with your left hand and hold it for 15 to 30 seconds. And then you do the left side. A chest stretch is clasping your hands behind your back, straightening your arms, and lift your hands toward the ceiling. So I don't know if you can really see that, but you will, and you hold for 15 to 30 seconds. And you release your hands and relax. Your upper back stretch is extending your arms in front of you. Clasp your hands around. So extend your arms in front. Clasp your hands and push your hands away. That's an upper back stretch. release, and sit or stand up straight. And a side stretch, so you're just stretching at the hips, one side and then the next. Hold it. And your hamstring stretch, so sit with your legs extended, reach toward your toes. So bending again at your hips and reaching for your toes. And then we're going to sit up. And finish with some deep breathing. In through our nose and out through our mouth. Again, those exercises, that technique can be done anywhere. Again, anything. We don't need equipment to do these things. And the next one is rocking. And exactly what it says. It's all about rocking. Rocking can be done in a chair or out of a chair, in a actual rocking chair, or, just in a regular chair. Rocking offers that therapeutic benefits like stress reduction, endorphin release, relaxation, improved sleep. I mean, I know that was one thing that I always used when my kids were little, right? We rocked them. And so if you are still a mom with young kids, that rocking motion that you provide to them is also what you can use for yourself. There's so many benefits. It relieves our back pain, it restores cognitive benefits, and it helps our concentration. It serves as a comfortable space for socializing, and it just has tons of therapeutic support. And so, again, you choose a comfortable spot. Again, thanks for using the chat. And Jane, thank you for asking. No, you do not need a rocking chair. So if you do not have a rocking chair, you do not need to go out and buy one to do this exercise. You can do it right in a regular chair. And that's what I'm going to use today, is just a regular chair. I don't own a rocking chair anymore. It kind of broke after my kids were little, and never replaced it because I was able to do rocking in other ways when I no longer had to, rock them to get to sleep or feed them or anything like that. The rocking chair kind of broke and I didn't get a new one. So thanks for asking. I love using the chat. So anytime you're on my lives, feel free to throw a comment in the chat. But again, we're going to find a chair, get in a comfortable spot. You can even sit on the floor if you want. You can sit or lie down. So you're going to start with the deep breathing again. So you're going to take in a few deep breaths to center yourself. Inhale deeply in through your nose and exhale slowly through your mouth. And just begin gentle rocking. So if you're sitting in a chair, place your feet flat on the ground. If you're lying on the floor, you're going to bend your knees and keep your feet flat. And you're going to start rocking your body gently back and forth. If you're in a chair, you can gently push your feet off the ground slightly. And if you're on the floor, use your core muscles to create that gentle rocking motion. And just find a rhythm. Establish a slow and steady rhythm that feels calming and natural. Focus on the soothing motion and how it feels in your body. Engage your senses. Close your eyes and pay attention to the sensations of rocking. Feel the gentle motion. Notice the sounds around you. Be mindful of your breathing. If you're in a quiet space, you can always add in some calming music, if you would choose. But if you're not, if you're in that busy car line, you can easily do this, before your kids get in the car. You can do this before you go into a busy meeting at work. Any of these techniques can be done anywhere. So continue this for several minutes, moments, and just rock there as long as it feels comfortable. And allow that motion to relax your body and mind. After rocking slowly comes to a stop, take a few deep breaths and notice how you feel. You know, I'd love to know your comments about how these help you or how they feel. So go ahead and drop those in the comments later on or even now, and just let me know. And again, make sure you subscribe to this channel so that you can get notified when I'm going live. My plan is to go live every Sunday with some new somatic techniques. And I figured it was a good time to come in on Sundays, is because, you know, busy moms want to have maybe some tools to use during the week. It's going to help you find that way to be more calm in the moment. And so I thought that this would be a great time to provide the new tips for the week. Make sure you subscribe. That's in but then also uh, in the description, again, is a link for my coffee chat. If you want to ask me any questions about these techniques or other techniques that can be helpful for you during a busy week. And again, the other thing that makes my life easier, the link is below in that too. It helps my life be more easier for me, and it doesn't add any more stress. All right, I'll see you next Sunday.